You don't know a real JRPG unless you play Persona. I played 80 hours just to date a new waifu. Look, and I spent another 20. It's called patience. Look, I am dating every girl in this game. I'm that guy. I will.
Oh no, we were on.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm like that shit. What's up, guys?
Hey.
Welcome to the stream. We're back after a week. Apologies for that. That's my bad.
Good looking.
Not much. Just got really bad hair. Look at my hair.
Yeah, so do I.
I'm thinning, bro. I'm becoming old. I gotta start putting my fiance has been telling me to put
You're turning what, 38 next week?
I feel like it. Oh my yes. So Tuesday we had the really bad storm.
Yeah.
So I was working from home all day, and my brother wasn't working. He called out, and instead of that little fucker going outside to shovel every 2 hours or something, he waited until 5 o'clock for me to be done, and then I had to go outside and shovel. And the snow was really heavy.
Yeah, of course.
It wasn't hard. It was just heavy because it was a lot of snow. And my back still hurts.
That's why you got to work out.
I actually lost 10 pounds.
Wow.
In 2 weeks.
Pussy?
Lose more. Start throwing up the food you eat.
Fucking
pussy.
Who's that guy that eats raw meat? Liver King?
Oh, Liver King.
Yeah.
He's a Liver King. Eat a bunch of raw meat and beat the shit out of people.
Does he?
I don't know.
Oh.
Eat raw fish
raw
eggs.
Fucking
take a fish and eat the eggs from the fish.
That's just wild.
Did you see that? He did that.
No.
It's so funny.
I don't want to.
I can show it to you right now if you want.
Nah. I've already had Vietnam flashbacks of hair cake. I can't do that to myself.
Yeah, that's okay. So, the fuck is this?
You know what? I've been unironically on my way to work listening to Joji's Pink Eye soundtracks.
You're fucking crazy. No, for me, it's been it's just a flashback to 2020 for me in my car right now. Just playing Persona music.
Oh,
I'm playing Persona 5, Persona 4 music. Because I don't want to replay Persona 5 because I have 300 hours already in the game.
Yeah. I have it on my Switch now, though, so I kind of want to rip into it after 3.
You're
but I don't want to go full tilt with it like I have been with Persona 3. I want to I'll pay 20 minutes before I go to bed kind of thing.
So welcome to the stream, guys. We're talking about Persona today, but starting off with a couple of things. What is this, by the way? Did you name this Trash Taste or Trash Taste? Garbage Take or Anime on the Rocks? I don't even remember. I don't even know what we're doing.
Anime on the Rocks.
Anime on the Rocks.
So we got no rocks except for our friendship.
Yeah, because because me and my fiance are trying to get married by the church. I am participating in Lent this year.
I don't know what that is.
Lent is pretty much the 40 days before Jesus resurrects, which is Easter. And a typical thing you do in Lent is you give up something. So I've given up alcohol.
Forever?
For 40 days.
Oh.
So, your boy's got water.
Is that just Kool-Aid?
What if I told you I did that on purpose, JJ? To make you laugh the way I drank that?
Well, I didn't laugh at that. I laughed at my reference to Two Bears, One Cave.
I don't know what that is.
Tom Segura. Bert Kreischer. The clip where so basically there's a clip kind of similar to that. It's a whole gallon of and Bert Kreischer, the comedian, he's kind of a piece of shit now, but Tom was just oh, you drinking water? And he just goes, it's Kool-Aid. And then Tom goes, I thought you were drinking fucking. They start laughing hysterically. He's like, I was being good for that guy, but it's just fucking Kool-Aid.
Maybe I'll watch it after the stream.
It's pretty funny. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
But they're all kind of sellouts now. They're selling out their vodka, and it's just whatever.
So, JJ, you had some stuff you wanted to talk about before we talked about Persona.
I had one thing.
Well, there's a big thing that we were going to talk about before Persona, which is Xbox.
Oh, yeah.
but there's some comic book stuff that you wanted to talk about. One thing in particular, which is what I'll show you on screen right now, chat, which you can't see because our fucking cameras covering it. Whoa! So DC and Marvel are coming together the first time in decades. JJ, you're the comic book nerd.
And I am the comic book nerd.
What does this mean? Tell me about it.
So, Cliff Notes time. So, Marvel and DC have crossed over before in the comic books. We're like friendly rivals kind of thing back in like the 80s and stuff like that. That's why they had a Superman and Spider-Man team up, Batman Hulk. You know why they had a Batman Hulk one?
Why?
Because both characters are named Bruce. That was the reasoning.
Oh, like Martha.
Like Martha.
Martha. How do you know that name?
How do you know that name? I don't know.
It's my mom, dude.
The stupidest fucking reason ever in a comic book movie. So
they had a bunch of crossovers before,
and then they had one in the 90s. A couple in the 90s actually. There's one famous one called JLA versus Avengers, which had like George Perez on art, which George Perez is a very famous artist in the comic book industry.
Yeah.
He drew Crisis on Infinite Earths, which is a big deal. He drew a couple Wonder Woman and stuff like that. And like, it's very funny, like reading the interviews. He's like, yeah, I wanted to draw a classic Thor, but Thor had this stupid 90s costume that I had to draw in this crossover. And that costume didn't last fucking 6 months. And I made sure to tell them, I said, this isn't going to last for 6 months. And they said, no, but we got to keep it like in the continuity in times, but it's not in the continuity. He's like, I'll draw it, but that's stupid. Like, he had to redraw so many times. It's like, oh, it's not Hal Jordan anymore. It's Kyle Rayner. You have to just erase that and draw Kyle in there. And he's like,
that's fantastic. What a great work environment.
Yeah, exactly. And like Marvel and DC, especially toward the end of that, they started fighting. They were just like, well, we're publishing it, so we should get the bulk of the money. And DC or Marvel would be like, well, actually, like blah 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 blah. And to the point where they were like, I think Spider-Man would defeat Superman because obviously they want their character to win. Yeah. They were like, fuck it. You know what? Fans, you vote. And it was so stupid. Like, I forget, there was some wild I think Catwoman, I think Storm defeated Wonder Woman. It's like, that's not no. She controls the fucking weather.
Fans voted that
it's like on the
Storm
back of the comic,
would beat
it's like
Wonder Woman.
Check off if whoever you want to win. It fucking, because comic book fans suck.
Maybe they just didn't want Wonder Woman to win.
But
people, just like how we made Wonder Woman into a Lego character.
No, but
people don't like Wonder Woman. Maybe
don't take credit for that. That was all my idea.
Yeah, I'm the woman hater. I'm the woman hater.
No, and then they did this thing afterwards where they combined their comics and called it Amalgam Comics. They combined the characters. Like, there was a Wolverine Batman crossover called Dark Claw. If you want to, can you please look up Dark Claw or just the Amalgam universe? I promise you, it's the most wacky shit you've ever seen. There was Diana and Castle, which was Wonder Woman and Frank Castle, as a buddy cop duo. It's the dumbest. There he is. There's Dark Claw, Logan Wayne, dude.
Oh, you mean they combined the characters? They literally
combined the characters.
I thought it was I was just picturing in my head.
No.
I was picturing in my head
they said this action figure and this action figure go boom now.
For me, I was picturing in my head Bruce Wayne and Logan just perched up.
That's Dark Claw. All the issue ones, they never made it past issue 2 or whatever. It was just a whole marketing thing. But it was stupid.
Wow.
But now, basically, so all these crossovers haven't been republished. This is the whole point of this, that was all the context. They never republish these crossovers anymore because they could never agree on who gets the money from what, from publishing and stuff like that. But now that the old heads from Marvel and DC are out, new heads are in, they're like, hey, let's be friendly again. So they're republishing 2 omnibuses, one that will collect all the 90s Marvel and DC crossovers. There were 2. One called All Access and one called Marvel DC. And none of these crossovers are good, mind you, but it's just kind of cool to see Superman hold Thor's hammer. That's just kind of cool to see. And then another omnibus where it's just the amalgam comics, just like the mixture comics. There's like Iron Lantern, which is a mixture of Iron Man and Green Lantern. I don't know why that combination is a little weird. What was it? It was like Super Spider or something like that, where it was Superboy mixed with Spider-Man, but he had a gun that shot webs.
That's badass.
I look it up.
Spider-Man kills.
It's stupid. No. The gun wasn't lethal. It just had webs.
Super Spider.
No. Fuck. What was his name? Boy? Maybe? No.
No, you're gonna get that little kid.
Yeah, the fucking it's so stupid. Just look up amalgam comic characters and you'll find a bunch of them. Super Spiders? I don't know.
There's no picture of them though.
Is it? Just look up amalgam comics characters and you'll find like a bunch of them.
I don't know how to. JJ's gonna learn that.
There it is. There it is.
Spell anything. Whoa! Captain America's and Spider-Man.
Here we go. Let's. Yep, Dr. Fate. Darkclaw is so funny. I love Bat Thing, which is a mixture of Man Thing and
wow.
Yeah, and Bat.
Spider Boy team up. Yeah,
Man
it's called Spider Boy.
Spider Boy. That's it. Yeah. Yep, there it is.
She's got a gun.
She's got a web gun.
I don't care about Jose.
Hey man, come on. There he is.
Spider gun. That looks so dumb.
It is. All the 90s shit look dumb, but cool at the same time. Like,
look, it's got the Spider-Man. It's got the Spider-Man font, but it's got the Superman structure. Wow.
Yeah. So they're all. I'm definitely buying this omnibus 10,000%. Just to have the oh my god, a Marvel and DC thing that they agreed on that they're printing. Oh my god, because they did a couple years back do a JLA and Avengers one, but they only sold like 100 copies, and now copies go for so much money now. Oh, they had Lobo the Duck. That's right, where it's a mixture of Howard the Duck and Lobo. I forgot about that. That's so fucking awesome.
That's so awesome.
Look at how fucking cool that is. Look at how cool that is.
So stupid.
No, it's cool, man.
Trapped in a world he never fragged.
Oh, that's right. So Lobo, they couldn't curse because of the Comics Code Authority, right? So what they did for Lobo is he called people a bastitch, which was a mixture of the words bastard and bitch.
Wow.
Because they could get away with it. So stupid.
That's crazy.
Bruce Wayne, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. I think Speed Demon was Flash and Ghost Rider? Maybe. It's just a printing company.
Yeah, Ghost Rider.
It's Ghost Rider and... Oh, who is that?
I'm guessing the Flash. That looks like the Flash.
Maybe it is the Flash, yeah. Dude, but look how cool that fucking looks. I want all these as action figures. They'd never do it, but... Blaze Allen, that's right. His name's Blaze Allen.
This is
picture
awesome.
Of Barry Allen and Johnny Blaze. That's so sick, isn't it? He looks like Spawn. He's so cool.
That's crazy.
I'm so glad that you didn't know about this. Now I can just...
I didn't know anything about it. This just looks fucking dumb.
It is dumb, but in the best way.
Like...
Wait. Scroll down a little bit. Relatives, Speed Demon, Wally... Oh, it's just called Speed Demon. And he's just called Wally West? He's not called anything special?
It's a different Speed Demon. There's two Speed Demons.
I know, but like there's supposed to be mixtures of the Marvel and DC characters, but one of them is just called Wally West.
Oh, he's just he's just Wally West.
It should be Johnny or what was it? Blaze Allen and then like Danny West or something like that.
Is the other guy
there's two.
Danny?
There's
the other guy.
There's two
Danny.
Ghost Riders.
Yeah, that's
Johnny
what I'm
Blaze
saying.
and Danny Ketch. Yeah.
Maybe you should call DC or Marvel right now.
Dude, I will write a Speed Demons miniseries in a heartbeat.
And be like, look, guys, I know your business better than you.
Yeah, yeah. Listen, I am a comic book nerd. Do I have any writing credentials?
No.
but
I do know what people like.
I have a pretty successful live stream.
Look, I successfully predicted the Nintendo Cinematic Universe.
I did. I said
what?
I said Zelda movie. And it happened.
Speaking of movies,
Deadpool and Wolverine, but this time they're part of the same company and not part of the Amalgam universe. Yeah, this is crazy. I like it. I like the teaser. I thought it was pretty funny. I like how they're involving the TVA into it and how like Deadpool's like, I'm Marvel Jesus now.
You think they'll include like a fake little? You know how they did a little cameo for like the X-Men characters?
Yes, they got
Deadpool 2.
They have to.
I feel like they're gonna do something like that with like Loki or something, where he just like shows up as a gag.
Yeah.
You know how you were saying? I think when we talked about Loki, you said like they're gonna have like it ends on a very serious note where he's holding the strings of the universe together. It's gonna be a bit in Deadpool where he's like you said, fucking drinking beer or something, walking around doing.
What the fuck is it with all these branches?
Yeah. And like Loki's just chilling, like he's like, "What's up?"
What if he just puts like Apple Vision Pro on him?
Dude, the Apple
Here's
Vision
some entertainment
Pro shit
for you.
is so dumb.
It is dumb.
But I thought like the trailer. I think it was one of the better.
It's more of what you would expect from a Ryan Reynolds Deadpool movie.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I like how they only showed a glimpse of Hugh Jackman. As
they don't.
Costume,
they're not,
even though
they're not
the
showing him.
There.
They're not
Which
showing
is cool.
him.
I like that.
I like that too.
It's fine. I still wonder if the theory holds water that Deadpool is being sent out to kill like all the like Fox Marvel characters like Ben Affleck, Daredevil, and stuff like that. Because that would be hilarious if it's like Deadpool kills the Marvel universe, but it's just all like the Fox stuff that Disney doesn't want.
My fiance was saying like a lot of the scenes. So you know how the TVA like showed Deadpool like these are all the universe. This is the universe. This is the MCU. Yeah, and then there's a scene where he's fighting a bunch of TVA members in the snow.
Yeah.
My fiance thinks he's going around killing the MCU.
Oh, that'd be interesting. Well,
because that's the beginning of Age of Ultron.
Yeah, you're right.
And they show that specific scene in the TV.
Or
so she was like, he's killing everybody. He's killing the Avengers.
I think he's gonna kill the Avengers. It's like they're still alive.
No, but I mean, if it's a different universe, he's gonna kill the Avengers.
Yeah, or it could be a reference to the first X-Men movie where Wolverine and Sabretooth fight.
Oh yeah, in the snow.
Yeah. Also, in the I don't know if you can see in this thumbnail now, but like, if this screen panned out, there was a comic book right next to Deadpool of Secret Wars, and basically Secret Wars in 2015 was a soft relaunch of the Marvel Universe where they destroyed the Ultimate Universe.
Well, look, this is what this guy, Matt Vaughn, the guy who rated X-Men First Class, says. This is about to save the whole Marvel Universe.
Oh, so save it. Oh, that's interesting. But save it how?
Maybe in the no one's watching our movies kind of way.
I mean, yeah.
I think that's probably what it means by that.
But yeah, it's just interesting, and like the Secret Wars tie-in is interesting that they added that in there. So maybe this is a way of like teasing, like, hey, we're probably gonna do a soft reboot pretty fucking soon. Yeah.
Wait, Doctor Doom might be in this?
I think that's just a cover.
No. But this says right here, Doctor Doom might be in it.
I don't know how he would be in it. Maybe he's the main villain. Who knows?
I mean,
I don't think so. I think that's a little far fetched.
I mean, what's it called?
Because if they throw Doctor Doom, I think they're still keeping up with Kang, aren't they? That's a shitty Doctor Doom. If that's fucking that's not
Doctor.
That's not fucking Doctor Doom. It's green and brown,
and he's got a gun.
You mean like the army?
No,
but it's Doctor Doom. No,
he's got a gun.
Fucking way. There's no. Yeah, that was the issue. There's no fucking way. It's so stupid. If that's Doctor Doom, I'm gonna.
I didn't even realize that's 20th Century Fox thing in the background.
Yeah, that was leaked a while back. So that's why people were holding the theory that he's just killing off the 21st Century Fox characters. But
pretty funny.
That's the only MCU movie I'm really excited about, besides possibly Fantastic Four, which the cast was just revealed with this photo on Twitter. It was just like, oh yeah, here's the cast. Yeah. Everyone's like, what the fuck?
What I don't get is fucking
sweaters.
No, I don't give a shit about that. the actor for The Thing is the guy from The Bear.
Yeah, I think that's good casting. He's a Jewish actor, so it fits.
Oh,
because Ben Grimm is Jewish.
I didn't know that. I didn't think about it like that.
So try not to be racist or anti-Semitic.
Not what I was thinking.
Sorry, your mic's is about to fucking. Don't. You were moving the paper. It was about.
Oh, I thought you were using my mouse was about to like do something.
No.
I'm talking to my mouse over there.
Stupid idiot. But why don't you like that casting? Ben Grimm.
Honest to God, I don't like any of them. I don't picture. I think
Invisible Woman. I think that's good casting. I don't really remember her. Pedro Pascal. I'm with you on that one. That one's just like stunt casting. Just like, oh, this famous person. Like, get someone less known in there.
Like, I just don't.
I don't see him as Reed Richards because Pedro Pascal is very charismatic, and Reed Richards, Reed can be nice, but most of the time he's like, yeah, I'm the smartest dude in the fucking Marvel universe. Well,
I guess they're gonna be like a boy band or something. They're gonna be a band.
They're gonna be a band.
Well, because the quick little quote from Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. He's like, didn't you guys phase out in the 60s?
Did he say as a band?
When he sees Reed Richards and Multiverse of Madness, and Reed Richards is like, I'm part of the Fantastic Four or whatever the fuck. He's like, didn't you guys phase out in the 60s?
That doesn't mean they're in a band.
Oh, maybe a TV show. I mean, based off of that, maybe a TV show.
I mean,
or like there are a bunch of actors who
fucking
are in a TV.
Somehow
show.
They're gonna change it so they're not scientists anymore.
Yeah, they absolutely will. That's what I'm saying.
That sucks.
If that's the case, because he says that. He says that direct line.
Yeah, and they would have mentioned the Fantastic Four as a superhero group. But that's stupid.
Because that's the other thing. Like, if this is supposed to be set in the 60s,
which I like, I think it's cool.
It once again comes to it just screams to me, where were they this whole time?
Yeah.
Or why were they never mentioned? Why is it that Iron Man is the first one?
Right, yeah.
And then now it's actually Captain Marvel was the first one.
Yeah.
And now it might be actually the Fantastic Four.
Where they would have, like, Captain Marvel kind of makes sense because she was, like, kept low-key. Even though there's a giant superpowered lady flying through the sky and no one in the Iron Man universe, like, it's like, hey, you remember when there was a giant floating lady?
Remember that lady
around in the 90s? Do you remember that?
Remember when she saved everybody?
And now, like, if they say no, it's like, oh yeah, Fantastic Four have existed since the 60s and the public knew about it. I'd be like, so why the fuck didn't Tony Stark be like, oh yeah, I'm as smart as Reed Richards or something like that?
Because shit just makes sense. All this shit is
stupid. Retcon, baby, retcon.
All this shit is stupid.
Retcon.
How do you feel about Mr. Stranger Things being anything?
I think whatever, it's fine. I have no strong opinion about it. It's not like I hate it, but I mean, I'm not in love with it.
I've been rewatching.
I know this is bad, but it was because the script he was given. Actually, a lot of them because the script he was given. But Michael B. Jordan as Johnny Storm actually was kind of dope. I really liked that casting. I know, because the character was originally white, and in your cold racist heart, you can't get over that fact. I understand completely.
No, my Johnny Blaze will always
be a white man.
Will always be Chris Evans.
Yeah. They have to make a reference to that in Deadpool. They have to. It'd be stupid not to.
That would be
it's a fucking layup.
It would be
get Chris Evans back in the fucking
just for that bit.
Yeah, dude. Come on,
he's like, wait, but you're him and your dad.
Wait,
and he just shoots both of them.
It's like now that which I don't think Marvel thought about this when they said because Echo is part of the MCU, and after the show they were like all the Netflix show back in canon, baby. It's like Mahershala Ali is set to play as Blade. He was a main villain in Luke Cage called Cottonmouth.
Oh yeah, he was. I mean, it's the same thing.
Unless if it's after Secret Wars, and it's like, fucking, it's a soft reboot. Who the fuck cares?
I mean, to be fair, if you don't think about it, kind of in a similar vein when they recast like Bucky and not Bucky,
but
War Machine and
Don Cheadle, yeah. But like the difference is his character already like Mahershala Ali's character existed in a major role.
I want you to know, I didn't know that until you mentioned it. Like, I forgot.
Yeah.
So
well,
to be fair,
people,
that's what I'm saying. To be fair, people have forgotten. Fine. They don't care. They hear he's playing Blade.
I think Cottonmouth's dead, so I guess whatever.
Just like
he's a vampire now.
Which does that mean? Does that mean John Bernthal's Punisher is canon?
Yes.
Dope.
Which is dope.
Because he played a pretty good Punisher.
Dude, his Punisher's
it's like the perfect Punisher.
Yeah.
Except for like I'm rewatching Narcos and like I just don't see him as a fucking I don't see him. I don't see him in the MCU. Like I don't want him in it. I don't want him. He's perfect.
They're too focused on like who's hot now, and it's like why not like give.
Like this sure
like give a Tom Holland. No one knew who the fuck Tom Holland was before Spider-Man.
Yeah,
like, give someone a shot, but they're like, we need an A-list. And initially they wanted Adam Driver, and Adam Driver was like, I was in Star Wars, right? If I'm gonna be in this, I want a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, I mean, he's
like, and they were just like, well, how about this much? He's like, I'm not interested, because he fits Reed perfectly, like kind of charismatic, but also a major dick. Like, and that's Reed Richards. He has to be a little charismatic where you're like, oh, I like him kind of, and then all of a sudden he's just like, by the way, I'm way fucking smarter than you. Like, I could run fucking laps around you.
That's why people were like, John Krasinski was a good fit because he looked like it.
I hated John Krasinski.
I don't know. I thought it was a good idea.
I don't like John Krasinski.
John Krasinski.
John Krasinski in general. So
why?
I just don't like his acting. He was the most annoying part of The Office. I know that's a hot take. I hated Jim in The Office. He was just like, snarky comment. I'm like, shut the fuck up. I wanted Dwight to kill him. Haha, here's a prank for you, Jim. I killed you and your pregnant wife, and you just covered in blood. Now it's the sickest prank of them all, Jim. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do now? And then he just faces the camera like, wah wah. And Dwight's like, who are you talking to?
Just kills him. How are you talking?
What is this entity you're talking to?
The cameramen are all freaking out.
Stanley and the rest of them are like, what, Dwight? It's like, they're talking. We're not real. This is just a TV show. None of it matters. Dude, if they wrote a comic book like that, where it was a satire on The Office, where the character, like the weird character is self-aware, and he's like, oh, so none of it matters and just becomes a serial killer, that's a great... I'm writing that down. Copyright, motherfucker. Don't steal my ideas. I'm writing that tonight. Anyways, we're getting off course here. Xbox, baby.
Yeah, to cap this off, I don't like the casting.
Yeah.
But
and they value a white man's opinion like yourself.
Yeah, because I know comics more than any other race. I don't know what that means.
I know comics more than
Speaking of races, to the top.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything about this.
So, well, you mentioned the Xbox.
I mentioned the leaks, but I didn't know if they were confirmed or not.
So
they've been confirmed?
Last week, to recap, Xbox had some major leaks where games were no longer going to be on Xbox only. They were going to move to PlayStation.
Years of War.
Huge layoffs to like their physical like games division. They like laid off pretty much the whole department.
Yeah.
And a lot of Xbox fanboys were in an uproar because it seemed like the end of Xbox exclusives, Xbox physical discs, especially because they legitimately made a shittier console.
Yeah.
To not make discs. Like, they're really pushing this. And with Game Pass, they're really pushing the idea of, like, everything's digital, just play it on digital, play anywhere kind of concept.
Until our servers crash and then you own nothing.
And you won't be able to play anymore.
Yeah.
So, last week, Phil Spencer said, we're going to put to bed a lot of these rumors in a quick little like podcast kind of thing, which aired today, at the time of this stream, which is Thursday. Um, and like you said, there was a lot of rumors going around of like huge Xbox games like Starfield, Gears, like just a lot of staples of Xbox going to PlayStation. And the reality is, nah, that shit ain't happening. They are porting some games over to PS5 and Nintendo Switch.
Okay.
They didn't say the names of the game.
Probably
the games. But the games are pretty self-explanatory because Phil Spencer was like, there's 4 games we're going to move to the Switch and the PlayStation, 2 of which are community-driven and 2 that are smaller developer games.
Yeah.
Which, based off of that and based off the rumors, that is going to be Sea of Thieves, Grounded, Hi-Fi Rush, and Pentiment.
Which one was
Pentiment was Pentiment.
Oh, I've never heard of that before.
I think it was like a. Let me see if I can find like images. It's like a role playing game that Xbox kind of had. I mean, and yeah, they're gonna port this over to. Fuck you! I need to be at a right age.
You're not old enough.
Yeah, I'm not old enough to look at a silly little indie game.
Whoa, man.
Yeah. Whoa.
Whoa.
So yeah, I mean these games look they're and like Hi-Fi Rush. I'm pretty sure you've seen Hi-Fi.
So no, yeah. So no.
So the thing is,
no Gears.
So yeah, today he confirmed Gears and Starfield are not going to PlayStation or Nintendo, but he didn't say that it isn't out of the question.
Oh.
He said an interviewer asked him like, "Hey, so are you guys not going to do Starfield on a different console?" And Phil Spencer said, "You can't really say no to what works best for the game."
So PC.
Well, it's already on PC.
Ah.
But because it's Windows. What the fuck?
Right. Yeah.
So, but he's more so saying it could happen, but as of right now, it's not. He's saying it's not off the table. The idea is there. If we want to do it, we might.
Sony's just like, how about this much?
Which is the same for, Gears, which could be possible. Psychonauts, like a Halo.
Well, Psychonauts is already on the PlayStation.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, Psychonauts is a.
Are we talking about the same indie?
Psychonauts is not indie anymore. No, my dog.
Sorry, fucking.
It's
Yeah, Psychonauts. You could play the first one on PlayStation.
Maybe the first one, but the second one is only on.
I think the second one too. I'm pretty sure.
No, that's an Xbox exclusive. I'm pretty sure.
I've definitely seen it on sale on PlayStation.
Psychonauts is a Xbox exclusive.
It may have been published.
Oh no, it is released for PlayStation 4. I thought it was an Xbox exclusive.
No, I 100% remember that.
Damn.
Yeah.
I was wrong. I'll take that out.
Yeah, you will, because you try to correct me, but I fucking.
But it's an Xbox exclusive game.
I fucking slammed.
That don't make any sense.
I fucking slammed your ass, and now you gonna cry about it, you little bitch.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, good. Fucking.
But like a bunch of Xbox exclusives are probably going to be might in the future go.
But not the major. Like Halo's never going to go over.
That's the thing. He said no game should be said no to. So if it works, if it's for the best interest of the game,
how would you translate that then? What do you think he's?
I would say it's possible. I would say it's entirely possible that Xbox would do it.
Love to play Halo on my PlayStation.
Because one of Xbox's biggest things is they want everyone to play their games on every screen.
Yeah.
Granted, they're not moving Xbox Game Pass to any other platform outside of
which makes sense.
Outside of phones and computers.
Yeah.
And probably TV. I wouldn't be surprised if like in the Google like the Chrome OS or Roku, eventually they'll have like an Xbox Game Pass app.
Yeah.
But they're not considering
Halo at 480p.
Yeah, on your Chrome
All I want to do is play Halo on a Steam Deck.
Look, all I want to do, which they didn't say that's not out of the question, which could
do
happen.
I would immediately fucking.
I mean, you could, right? Wait, no, you.
I mean, you can.
Is Master Chief Collection not on Steam?
No, it is on Steam.
Yeah, so like, wouldn't you be able to play it on Game Pass or on
you technically
Steam Deck?
Can, but like you have to like map fucking everything. It's annoying.
Really? It's like not just like the controls, like an Xbox controller.
It's not that easy.
Yeah, it's not that easy.
Yeah,
that sucks.
I don't think it like runs very well on the Steam Deck.
But
either.
Yeah, they pretty much said if it like pretty much if it's beneficial for the game to like grow its audience, it would be better for it to have that opportunity to be on another platform, which is why games like Sea of Thieves and Grounded are the ones that are probably going to to PlayStation and Nintendo, because they're live service games. They want to build their audience more. People on those platforms might play them. And so
we can all agree that Xbox has lost, right?
Just think, I don't think Xbox has lost. I just think they're focusing on a different a different audience,
because Xbox is just like a different avenue for Microsoft. You know what I mean? So like even like when they first announced, I think it was Xbox One or Xbox X, I'm not sure, but they were like, yeah, and you can like watch TV shows on this, and you can like do this and that, and they were more marketing toward like, oh, it's like a one-stop
entertainment system, not a
game, not exclusively a gaming system, and everyone's like,
which is why that generation PlayStation 4 won. Like PlayStation 4, like when we talk about Persona, the PlayStation 4, the reason I bought a PlayStation 4 was because I knew I could play Persona.
I played it because Arkham Knight came bundled with PlayStation 4.
With Xbox, I got it because my friends were all playing it. Yeah. So it only made more. And my cousin introduced me to gaming.
Dude, Xbox 360. Oh my god, that was
one of the best consoles.
Yeah.
Even if it was like
PlayStation 3 was like, what the fuck?
PlayStation 3 was just overpriced.
Yes, and
because the problem with the real thing is like it was overpriced, whereas the Xbox was priced right, but then it also had the worst failure rate out of both systems.
The only games they had on PlayStation 3 of any value, which one of them they just remade into PS4, Last of Us, and the Infamous games. That's about it. And no one remembers those.
And the Uncharted, like only like
Uncharted too.
Little Big Planet, people like that game on PS3 too.
Dude, I remember playing Uncharted too. I was just like, this is fucking awesome. This is the best thing ever.
Yeah, it's cooler. It's more mature Indiana Jones. But like games like Indiana Jones, Starfield, all those games, they're not going to PS5 right now.
I also love how people are drawing comparisons between the new Suicide Squad game and like Arkham Knight, which came out in like 2013 or 14, and like graphic wise, like Arkham Knight it's a 9-year-old game and it looks fucking incredible compared to like the new Suicide Squad game. Which
I think with that comparison, you got to also think about the differences in terms of what they're making.
Yeah,
they're adding a lot. They added a lot of things into Suicide Squad that they didn't need to worry about with Arkham Knight, which allowed them to take more time with developing the game, making it look nicer. Versus in Suicide Squad, well, yes, it's not as drastic. It's still a pretty decent looking world. It doesn't look terrible.
It looks all right.
It looks all right, like, because but the appeal for that game isn't the graphics.
But they've been working on this game.
It's Boomerang peeing on the Flash's body.
Oh my god! And then Brainiac just being like, "Oh, I kind of like this," and it's just Flash again.
Yeah.
And then you kill him. And it's like, good job.
No, I know Suicide Squad sucks.
Dude,
not to play devil's advocate, but I watched a review where the guy's like, I've been seeing a lot of them, and yes, it's kind of crazy that a 9-year-old game does look better, but the 9-year-old game also didn't have to make like it investing their time in making like a bunch of systems.
Will you ever buy Suicide?
Absolutely not.
No.
The fuck? No.
Yeah, no.
The reason why I will never buy a live
Also,
service game outside of like Helldivers or something is I am a Destiny 2 player.
I know you are. You're such a fucking simp for it.
I mean, I haven't played it. I haven't played it.
I know. I've been so proud of you.
Let's see where it says when the last time I played it. Last time I played it was December 10th.
Wow.
It's been over 2 months.
Are you feeling withdrawal yet?
No, because I'm playing other games. Like, look at the other games I played while I was not playing Destiny.
Resident Evil again.
I played Rome Total War. This game was fun. I played the finals.
That's it.
Well, on Steam, but I've been using Xbox Game Pass.
You've been playing Palace World?
I haven't played Palace World at all.
Oh.
I've been playing Hell Let Loose. This game is fun.
Oh yeah, that game is fun.
And I've been playing Persona.
Damn, you still haven't played Sea of Stars. I see.
No, this Persona. And World War
Persona. Persona is better.
Yeah, absolutely, it is. Come on, like we're we kidding ourselves.
Never see it coming.
What do you think? What do you think? You think Xbox lost? Like, how do you?
Yes.
Because like,
I would never. I'm not buying an Xbox. Like, even with the PlayStation 5, which has like 3 exclusives, maybe 3 or 4.
No, PlayStation 5 at this point has tons of exclusives.
It has. What's it got? It's got God of War. It's got Spider-Man. Oh, it's got that one crappy one. You remember we looked that one up about a firefighter in space? Do you remember that?
Firefighter in space?
It was a firefighter in space.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We literally looked this up on stream, I think.
I know, but let me I've got all of their exclusives on here. So let's see.
Wait, Final Fantasy is a PlayStation?
Yeah, it's a PlayStation exclusive, dog.
Oh, never mind. Oops, I'm mistaken. But yeah, no. I mean, just look at all the exclusives. Like
Firefighter in space?
It was like a really shitty one.
If you could remember the name.
I can't remember the name, and I won't.
So
I promise you.
You were like, there's 2 exclusives that have the ones that have been released so far. There's the Ratchet and Clank game that came out when it was
Demon Souls.
Demon Souls was one of them. Final Fantasy Remake was a thing. Final Fantasy 16.
Wait, that one was also an exclusive?
16 is an exclusive and
isn't coming. Never mind.
Isn't coming into Xbox and PC until I think 2025. Forspoken, which no one talks about. Yeah. Ghostwire, which no one talks about. Spider-Man, the Spider-Man games are both on here. Like I said, Ratchet and Clank. Returnal, that bullet hell game with it was a pretty good. It was
Last of Us Part 1 the remaster and Last of Us Part 2 the fucking
that
remaster.
Shit's so stupid.
Legacy.
Rebirth's going to be an exclusive. Death Stranding 2 is going to be an exclusive.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Death Stranding was an exclusive for years.
This is why PlayStation is I'm just going to wait, is the Star Wars remake even still happening? The Old Republic?
I don't think this is still happening. This is in production hell.
Wolverine.
It's been delayed indefinitely.
Yeah.
Wolverine is one of them. This game, I guess, everybody's hype about this game, but I think it's just because it's a woman. She looks hot, I guess.
Okay.
Marathon is going to be exclusive, which is kind of crazy.
That is crazy.
That makes me kind of upset because then that means I have to fucking
You have to buy a PlayStation 5 now. Suck my dick.
Is this the game you were talking about?
No. Sorry, that was a little aggressive. No, it's this shitty.
Remember this game?
Oh yeah, I wonder if that's gonna be
fucking sick.
I hope so.
Because
remember we looked up the developer and they only released like a mobile game.
Yeah, the game better.
Foam Stars. Who can forget Foam Stars?
Baby? I learned that where do you think the foam comes from? These characters just secrete foam from their bodies.
Like out of their pores.
Yeah.
That's like the Spider-Man webbing thing. Like the organic webbing.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
It just comes out of their bodies. They
put
it in jars and they shoot people with it.
Like when they're fucking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
essentially. God of War Ragnarok. Forbidden West.
I haven't played that one.
The Gran Turismo games. Can't forget that. I don't know what game you're talking
Look
about.
up the Wikipedia. We looked it up on Wikipedia specifically.
PS5
exclusives
on the Wikipedia.
Yes, this is what we looked at last time. I think it was Quantum Error. Yes, that's the one.
Did we? I don't think you and me talked about this game.
Did we not talk about this?
I don't think you and me talked about this game.
What? It was one of my coworkers.
Wow.
Yeah, sorry.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fake friend thinking it was me you were talking about it.
This is an exclusive.
I'm like, I didn't
called
about
Quantum Error. The gameplay is terrible. It looks so fucking bad.
Let's see this shit. Quantum Error. I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Like, I've never heard.
Neither does anyone else. It came out 3 months ago. Damn, that's sad. The Exorcist, more like.
Yeah, no. Say what you gotta say.
No, stop! Don't do this to me.
I mean, why does it? It doesn't look bad.
No, it is bad.
Why is he shooting a gun? He's a firefighter.
He's a space firefighter.
He needs a gun for what, the aliens?
Apparently, like, it's supposed to be like stealth, but like the enemy UI is just will like hear a pin drop out of nowhere. It's really bad.
Game looks dumb.
It is dumb.
But
anyways, yeah, no. PlayStation wins in my opinion. 10,000%, a million bajillion %.
Here's the thing.
It's not even a fucking competition.
I think it's
you have Spider-Man and God of War.
See, that's the thing. I disagree with you because from my perspective, if you think about it, because of Game Pass, Xbox wins. Game Pass is an extremely better offer than both buying an Xbox and buying a PlayStation.
Yeah.
I'm playing Persona on my computer for free. Because I paid $15. Like, for real. Look at all these. I've shown you Game Pass on this stream before. Yes. I could play Power World. I'll never fucking play Power World, but I could. Look at it. I could play Resident Evil 3 right now.
I know you don't have it. Power World because of your AAA studio overlords.
Nah, I just don't. It's not a game I would like. Really, it's not a game I would have fun. Like, look at all these games. Even if I was paying for Xbox Game Pass.
Scroll up. Ben 10 Power Trip. Oh,
see what I mean? So many games. There's another Persona game I can play on here. I can play Blaze Blue. Because you can play as Persona characters.
Coming off real smelly, I'm not gonna lie.
You can play as Persona. And for the first time ever in a fighting game, Ruby.
We should do a Ruby review where we just like watch all of Ruby.
You know what? I'd be so down for that.
Can we please? I know we keep spouting these ideas and never committing.
No, we commit. We're committing. We're committing.
Ruby,
dude. We're committing to seeing fucking Madam Web. Like, dude, we're committing.
I can't wait to see Madam.
Well, I can play all of the Gears games on here. I can play all of the Halo games on here. I can play Guilty Gear Strive. I could play Goat Simulator. I don't know why I said that one.
That's a real W on that one.
They really got us there.
These are on the PlayStation one too. I'm subscribed to the PlayStation one.
No, but I don't think the PlayStation one just doesn't.
It doesn't have to like the newest shit.
That's what I'm saying.
It's all right.
Persona 3, I got to play day one. Halo Infinite, I got to play day one on this.
Congratulations on that one. You must be real proud.
I like Halo Infinite.
I think
Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice 2, I'm gonna play at day one.
I'm gonna play you day one.
Like based off of where Xbox went with Bethesda, I might be able to play like Call of Duty day one on Game Pass.
Ooh, Call of Duty.
That is actually a big thing. Don't act like it's not.
I know.
Don't act like it's not. But like Diablo 4 is coming to Game Pass.
I think with Xbox Game Pass, you're right, but with the console itself,
that's what I'm saying.
Console,
yeah,
PlayStation blows it out of the fucking.
That's why I'm saying I think Xbox is no longer focusing their attention on just like the console war.
Yeah,
they're focusing on the longevity of the brand, and they believe Xbox and Game Pass and the cloud are where gaming is going. Yeah, in a very similar vein.
They want to make sure you never own one of your games.
Which is why they're getting rid of they probably got rid of all of their
Well, they're pretty much done with physical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, for you, when you think of the console, the traditional console wars, yes, it's PlayStation has the lead way ahead.
PlayStation 2 is the most sold console.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
is it even after the Wii?
I think so, because of third world countries.
I guess
like they're still
buying a PS2.
Yeah.
Whereas Xbox is kind of going in a different direction. I think that's the problem.
Yeah,
there is no winner in this.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think they're just both in completely different direction. I don't think Sony will ever give up the PlayStation, and I don't want them to. I love the PlayStation.
Whereas I feel like Microsoft might give up on the console.
Yeah, which
they might. Yeah. They might. It depends on because Game Pass
is be doing what they're doing now with the Xbox Series X and stuff, just putting out like, oh, if you want a console version, here I think we're not going to put that much effort into.
Like for example, I think like the Series S is a really good investment if you are using primarily Game Pass.
Yeah. You know what it doesn't have?
What?
The PlayStation Switch. There you go, liberal. Just beat you there.
There you go, liberal. Shut the fuck up. Speaking of liberals,
with that shit, you fucking did.
No, I think I got rid of the Persona thing.
You fucking asshole.
I think I just got rid of it. That was my bad. Like earlier.
You fucking clown.
Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties, right?
Unprofessional shit.
Shut the fuck up, Rolling. Fuck you. Fucking asshole. Fuck you, fucking dick. Fucking jerk.
I am a jerk.
You're a meanie.
Yeah. Rated M for mature. Are you mature enough to watch this, or do you giggle every single time Agnes fucking talks to you? Oh, actually, you haven't even met your robot wife.
Her name is Aegis.
Whatever the fuck. She's a fucking dull piece of paper. Trash. I don't have.
He doesn't get the lore. He doesn't get the lore.
You seem like a Ray fella instead of a Asuka fella.
A Ray
from Neon Genesis. The blue haired lady.
Oh, isn't her first name with an M? Oh no, that's the other chick. The old woman.
No, that's the dude. She's so hot though.
The old woman wants to bang the child.
You still haven't watched it. I remember one time you were just like, yeah, I'm going to watch it with the exact opposite. I'm going to start with Enda Ava. I'm like, don't fucking do that. You're going to ruin the integrity of the art. And you're like, I'm going to do it anyways because I want to make you mad.
Because I don't care about your art, liberal.
I don't care about your robot art, liberal.
All right. So, Persona 3. JJ, I want to take a step back. Before we talk about Persona 3, let's just talk about our friendship.
Yeah.
Let's start at our friendship, JJ. And by the way, if you want to know the whole lore of Persona, you have to go to this guy's channel. I don't know if you still have the video anymore, where we talk about Persona with
I gotta
people.
Wait, I didn't explain the lore. It was just
the lore of us. Silly, the lore of us.
Oh, right.
The lore of us, our relationship.
I have the Dune one up.
Did you keep the Last of Us one up?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Keep that one up. That one's gold. That one's gold. If you don't have the Persona one up, that's fine.
It's so funny because we had like 6 people on there, and then at one point it's just me, you, and Tyler talking.
Because the other ones didn't play the game.
Yeah, they were just like, yeah, watch the cutscenes. I'm like, you are the people I'm complaining about.
They didn't play the game. Yeah. Was it Markeith in that? And he was like, he didn't play it?
Yeah, it was Markeith and Ronald.
Yeah, that's too funny. But we both, JJ heard me talking about Persona at work.
Yeah.
And he's like...
Well, first things first is like, hey, we got a new guy named Peter. I'm like, oh, is that why it smells like rotten cheese?
Why does he look like a gay Nazi?
Why does it smell... Is that what?
Because I shaved my head and wore a rainbow mask.
Oh, yeah. Gay Nazi.
It was like one of the first things you said to me, and I was like, never wearing this mask again.
I do that all the time. I had... Oh, God. This was at my previous job. It was this girl who was like kind of like working with us part-time. not really staying full time. And she always wore these like pigtails, right? And like we got along. We talked about anime and stuff. But one of the first things I said to her, I was just like, I don't want to come off as an asshole. I really don't.
Fucking dumbass.
And I was just like, she's like, no, it's okay. And I'm like, you look like the Wendy's girl. Like, I just wanted to.
No, that's funny. That's funny. No, that's funny.
Like, that's funny.
That's not mean. Calling someone a gay Nazi is mean.
I'm just like, hey, you're a gay Nazi? Bye.
That's literally how it felt because, like, we never talked. It's like one of our first things we talked about. I
introduce myself to people.
It's like the same thing with Randy. One of our first conversations, me and Randy, is, this one script was a load of shit in college that my friend told me about. Yeah. I wrote that. It was good. It was good. It was good.
No, it wasn't.
That was such a funny video too. I mean,
that was funny. That was really
that script. But he heard me talking about Persona. We both started talking about Persona. We did a podcast. I don't know if it's still on your channel at this point. No. We did a podcast about it, or a video. It wasn't really a podcast, but
it was a still image in the background while
we talked.
Four sweaty nerds
talked about Persona and the waifus they wanted to be with. I think the thumbnail was Haru's giant forehead.
That's
so yeah it was. I remember that. We talked about Persona. They mostly talk about I think we talked about 5 for the most part.
We talked about just 5.
Okay.
None of us even touched Persona 4.
That's where we started our friendship, and we now talk about literally everything and anything.
And then our friendship developed with a 3-hour podcast where I explained the Kingdom Hearts lore, and midway through, Keith goes, "Wait, when are we getting to Kingdom Hearts 3?" And I said, "That's the last game." He's like, "I thought there were only 3." And I said, "No, there's at least 18."
That's so stupid. So yeah, Persona 3, bringing it all together, circling back to our roots. Persona 3.
I remember with Persona 5, I kept being like, "All right, am I close to being done?" And you're like, "No." And I'm like, "I've played 50 hours of this game." You were just like, "You're only halfway through." I'm like, "How is that fucking possible?"
I remember because you were just. I think you weren't that
because I had picked
deep
it up.
into.
Yeah, I had picked it up, but I dropped it. But then you had mentioned Persona 5, and I was like, "Oh, maybe I'll pick it back up again." And then I did, and then after that, our conversations were just like, "Hey, am I almost done?" And you're like, "No."
Yeah, I think it was a lot. You would come back to me and just be like, "Hey, I'm at 60.
I'm like, "I beat all the palaces. I have to be close to done." And you're like, "You got 20 more hours." I'm like, 20?
Yeah, no, that game's.
And then I literally called you when I beat it. I was like, "Peter, I did it. It was so long." But now I'm just with Persona 3. I'm like, never end. Please never end.
You're getting it. You're getting it. You're getting how I felt with Persona 5.
But I have since then played Persona Royale to completion. Only once.
Me, I beat it 3 times.
Royal? Wait, you ever played the vanilla?
I've never played the vanilla version of Persona.
Wow.
Well, you got to remember, I got my PlayStation in 2019. No, 2000. When did Ghost of Tsushima come out?
2020?
2020?
I think it was during the pandemic.
No, it definitely wasn't during the pandemic.
Well, then it has to be either before or after.
Tsushima.
Maybe it was 2018. Maybe you're right.
2020. Yeah, you're right.
I am right. Suck my dick.
Damn it! It feels so much longer than that.
Suck my dick.
Dude, we're old.
Dude,
that just means we're old.
I not only proven you wrong once, but now it's twice.
Yeah, you know what you're wrong about?
What's that?
Yuko.
The firefighter fucking game? Oh, wait, what?
He's fucking Yuko. D tier, bro.
Yuko is amazing.
Nah, I'm kidding.
She's so good, dude.
But
I know you want to save up for the Robo Waifu, which you're not. I'm not even close. You're not. I know, especially
I'm 6 hours into the game.
Got to the social links for the main cast. Because during the first semester you can't.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's not till the second semester,
which is insane because Personas 4 and 5, you can start immediately with the rest of the cast.
Yeah, but
I think that was
with Persona. With the rest of the Persona games, I think in order to max them out, you have to romance a character, or at least in the third one you did, the original third one. But
yes,
in
the
this
original
one,
third one, yeah.
in this one, you can just enter a platonic relationship, and then that way you can still.
That is such a good fucking
stats.
quality.
Because I maxed out on the shy girl in the school council.
Yeah, she's the
Chico.
I know who she is, but I'm trying to think of what
she's like a really shy nerdy girl.
I think she's not the emperor. That's the council. I know who you're talking about, but you maxed her out.
Yeah, I maxed her out.
Like for me, I was gonna ask you. So Persona 5 was your first Persona game.
Yeah.
What do you think my first Persona game was? Persona Q on the DS.
Really? Like the first one or the second one?
The first one.
I kind of want to play those games. They seem like fun.
They're surprisingly harder than the actual game. Yeah.
I mean, Shin Megami Tensei games are pretty hard. Right?
Yeah.
That's how you say it?
Shin Megami Tensei, yeah. Like everyone loves 5, but that game is so hard.
Persona 5, yeah.
No, not 5. Not Persona 5. Shin Megami Tensei 5.
Oh.
The game is so hard.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I was like, should I buy this?
And Shin Megami Tensei 3.
Yeah.
Everyone says 3 is the hardest Atlas game they've ever made.
The remaster.
I want to play that game so
bad. I played 2 or 3 hours, and I was like, I think I'm all right.
Because it's hard.
Yeah, it's literally the Dark Souls of JRPGs. Did you know it's a really hard game? So I have to compare it to Dark Souls.
I got to compare it to other games.
It came out on the PlayStation 2. It's just Dark Souls. It's Dark Souls. I remember when the Crash Bandicoot remastered came out. It's like Crash Bandicoot is the Dark Souls of platformers. Was one of the headlines. I'm like, are you fucking stupid? You can't compare something like that to Dark Souls, which came out way after it. So stupid. Anyways, I have to say, I know you're only 6 hours into this one. I have to say, Persona 3 is like, maybe it's just because I'm so used to JRPGs, and with Persona 5, I was just kind of getting my footing. But like, this game is easy. This game is really easy.
On normal, this game is really easy.
Yeah, I'm on normal right now.
Because the thing about Persona is that the gameplay isn't really the game.
Right.
Isn't the JRPG.
You're just like, why the fuck do I have to play the game? I want to fucking.
I want to talk to. I want to talk to Makoto. I want to hang out with Ryuji.
I hope Yuko accepts my.
Yeah. I want to hang out with Ryuji. I want to hang out with Takechi. I don't want to play the game.
Status at 4. I love you. Wait, what? I don't want to hang out with you. No. Reload save.
Did you know that in the original, like in P3 and P4, the original games, you can break your social links?
What do you mean, like break them?
So, like, you know how, like, on the weekends, you can get like messages from your social links being like, "Hey, do you want to hang out with me?"
Yeah.
If you reject them too often, or don't hang out with them too much, they will the tarot card will reverse.
Damn.
And break your social link.
That's crazy.
And give you negative stats and negative boosts for personas with that arcana.
That's the Shin Megami Tensei shit, right?
Yeah,
there.
No, it was really hard.
Yeah.
Like from what people, I only played the. I've only been.
It's literally. See, that's what this is missing. Like the actual like feeling like a teenager. Like, oh my god, I didn't mean to like not talk to this person.
Yeah, that's the thing. But that's why I like.
I feel like this remake is like just trying to streamline. So like. More people get into
Persona.
It's
trying to be Persona 5.
Yes, yeah. Because that was the most popular one. It sold the most. It's the highest grossing Shin Megami Tensei. I'll always say it wrong.
You're saying it right.
Okay.
Shin Megami Tensei. You're saying it right.
I feel like I'm just a white boy.
You're good. You're good.
Appropriating.
You're good. I mean, I'm a white boy correcting you. So it's not any better.
Actually, it's pronounced lolicon.
Actually, Studio Trigger wouldn't create.
Early on in our friendship, I was literally like, "Peter's a lolicon."
You're such a fucking dickhead for that.
Asshole.
Such an ass. I was like, I'm not a lolicon. Like, what the fuck?
In the Last of Us podcast, I put Abby simp for it.
Yeah. So stupid.
I was so mean to you earlier.
Yeah, it's okay.
I feel like I was a lot meaner in the beginning.
I don't think so.
No, I'm meaner now.
No, I don't think you're mean at all.
No.
I never thought you were mean.
Just
I only thought you were mean for the gay Nazi thing. That's it. Because I was like, I really like the Rainbow Mask, and then this fucking asshole I've never spoken to says I'm fucking.
Have you heard of this guy Ben Shapiro? By the way,
did you watch him? What's your thoughts about Jordan Peterson? Did you like that guy too?
Oh, I think
yeah.
men should stop playing Persona.
With Persona 3 Reloaded, this is like, I think,
it's still fun. It's fun as hell.
Even though like it's easy, it's so satisfying. The JRPG aspect.
Once you figure out like an enemy's weakness, I'm like, oh, I'm fucking. It's over.
Exploiting
It's done.
But even then, it doesn't like. It's not like a one hit. It's not like easy. And there's some enemies that don't have weaknesses. Like I just did that giant pillar thing. Where I was telling you about the 3 bosses you fight in a row.
Oh, right. Yes.
The last boss and those 3 bosses in a row has no weaknesses.
Yeah.
So you have to like... So I had my character... I just named the MC Makoto because that's his canonical name. So Makoto, I had him have a Jack Frost that knew Rebellion, which boosts your character's crit. But then I boosted everyone's crit and no one fucking crit. It was so annoying. I was like, we can't do shit. We can't do any fucking all-out attacks. And we had an all-out attack bonus. And I was like, come on, you stupid fuckers. Someone crit him.
Yeah. What was I going to say?
And like those weaknesses can go onto you.
Yeah.
And like with that same boss, like he has every element attack. So if like because Junpei and I'm forgetting her name, the chick you first meet.
Oh,
Yukari. Like they will constantly be getting hit with weak attacks, whereas your character you can keep swapping between different personas.
Do you know what was fucked up about the original Persona 3? Is you only controlled your player character.
That was the other thing.
Like, can you fucking imagine?
So hard.
Oh my! Like, I get it. Like on paper, that like, oh, you want them to feel like actual characters, so you know the actual characters make their own decisions, kind of thing, and you only control your MC. But like in battle, if I'm controlling these fuckers, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah. Don't heal me.
Attack!
It's like Donald from Kingdom Hearts. It's like,
I will say,
like, I'm fucking full, Donald. And then when I need healing,
I don't get it.
I'm so. I can't do it.
That's what I like about Persona 3 Reloaded, like or Persona in general.
Yeah.
Like it's not like it's got a very similar because for me, my JRPG background is Pokemon.
Yeah.
Which you'll defend to the day that it's not a JRPG. Would you consider Pokemon a JRPG?
It's a Japanese role playing game, so
I guess.
Yeah.
But it's
very bare bones.
Yeah, it's very bare bones. It's very easy to exploit. In Pokemon,
just the same game over and over.
And with Persona, like you can exploit the weaknesses of some enemies, but they can exploit yours. They don't one hit. Even all-out attacks won't kill an enemy if you're not high enough level or have enough damage, or if it just is a fucking beefcake.
Yeah,
ailments don't always work, especially if you're fighting a boss. There's like
they can dodge your shit. Or block it, and you're like, motherfucker,
I want you to be confused. And you can't because you're a boss.
Or like you'll try to decrease one of their defenses because like a lot. I hate these types of battles. Are get me like they take a little longer when it's a main villain and then 2 side villains that don't really attack, but they just stack up attack bonuses, defense bonuses.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I have to kill those fuckers first.
But then you're wasting time.
Yeah, you're wasting
like the first boss you fight in the game, like she summons a bunch of like side like assistant characters.
Yeah.
But if you focus on them too much, she'll keep speeding up the train.
Yeah.
And lowering your time. It starts from 30 minutes. I had like 2 minutes to beat her at half health. And I was like, fuck, I gotta get at it. I gotta actually just focus on her instead of the other 2 characters because they're not doing any damage to me really. So just focus on killing her, and I eventually beat it with like 30 seconds to spare.
Damn.
It's not. It's like it's easy, but it's also not easy. You know what I mean?
It's hard when you're in the beginning because you don't have a lot of what you need. But once you start leveling up and stacking up, then it gets progressively easier. Like honestly, like the bosses aren't that difficult later on. It's mostly just like there at some point you'll bump into these red doors and they have like really hard enemies in them that you have to tackle, and then like they're the ones maybe you've bumped into them like the shadows with like
the
red aura.
Yeah,
but instead it's like a boss with a red aura, and you're like, ah, fuck. Like, here we go. But like the stats that you get from those dungeons are like totally fucking.
Yeah, I got it. Because for me right now, I've been like looking at guides to like do good builds at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
But the problem is I also want to make sure I have the right personas for my social links.
Yeah.
Because then they boost your social links. Because right now I've been focusing on like 5 different social links.
Do you have the track guy?
Yeah, I have the track guy. Well, that's how you beat Yuko. You can't.
Yoko.
You can't.
Oh, meet Yuko. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't start her social link without doing that.
Yeah.
So I've been doing it's pretty much what I've been doing for my run is I just do one day in Tartarus.
Yeah.
And grind it.
Yeah.
Just constantly grinding it, getting beefing my money, which is the one thing I don't like about this game.
What's that?
The money and XP aspect. I've been rewatching Persona 5 right now, like at work. Like I'm watching some guy playing it for the first time.
Yeah.
And I noticed that every time you win a battle, you get money and you get like a lot more XP.
In Persona 5?
Mm-hmm.
Well, in Persona 5, with Elizabeth, she'll have
3.
What was that?
3.
Yeah. She'll have like
the
reports that you can do, and then that gives you a shit ton of money. That gives you Twilight fragments. That gives you a lot of crap that you'll need. So like you'll work in the beginning. Like I worked the coffee job a little bit and like some of the movie theater job stuff. But then like at one point, once you're able to do those reports and stuff like that from Elizabeth, she'll be like, oh, here's like 40,000 yen. I'm like, oh, fucking okay, cool, word.
Because like I'm trying to get up to like 100,000 yen.
Okay.
So that way I can focus the rest of the month on like doing what I need for my social links.
Persona is real life.
Yeah. Except I don't fight monsters to make money. I have to go to work.
Yeah, I have to go to work. You have to clock it. If you try to be like, I'm going to capture you, Shadow, what the fuck are you doing?
Just bludgeon my
I'm going to use my persona.
Just fucking kill my boss. You put a gun to my head. Persona!
You fucking kill yourself.
You have your phone in your pocket playing Mass Destruction. You have your phone in your pocket playing Mass Destruction. Ooh, yeah, your dead corpse. I know that I'm not as far into Persona 3 as you.
Yeah.
But I think one of the reasons why I like Persona 4 and Persona 5 a little more right now.
Far into Persona. Like, Persona 4, I just completed, I think it's the first dungeon with the, who's the annoying girl? With the yellow and green.
That's Chie.
Yeah, I completed her dungeon, and then after that, I stopped playing.
She doesn't have a dungeon. The first dungeon.
Or the Shadow Mirror version.
The first dungeon is with Yuko, I think. Yuko. That's
definitely not
who I was looking for. Persona 4.
What? Then I got as far as the chick with the green and yellow.
You didn't even beat the first dungeon then, because the first dungeon is with.
Oh no, then I guess not.
Yukiko. The first dungeon is Yukiko's dungeon, I believe.
Maybe I got there. Yeah.
I believe hers is the first dungeon, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know. But yeah, no, I didn't get that. I got through the 3-hour visual novel, then played it a little, and I was like, I think I'm gonna drop this, and I did. I'm gonna pick it up again eventually, but you know what's gonna happen? Once I pick it up and complete it, then it's gonna be like Persona 4 Remake. I'm gonna be like, God fucking damn it. I have to play it all over again. Because there are leaks that they might be doing in Persona 4. And like I think this game is selling pretty well.
I mean, this game is gonna solidify it. It's the highest selling Atlas game.
Yeah. Since
Persona 5.
Yeah.
So
Persona 4 Remake is.
But what I don't like about Persona 3 compared to Persona 4 and 5 is that I I'm vibing with the main cast a lot more in those games than I am in this game. I know I'm only 6 hours in, and you're way ahead of me. What are you at, like 30, 40 hours?
34.
34 hours. So like you probably have a lot more of a connection with the main cast. But like right off the bat with like Persona 5,
yeah, you really need a group. Yeah.
Ryuji is my best friend. Like Ryuji's my friend. Whereas
Are you for real?
Yeah, whereas Junpei is just like a jealous guy. Like Junpei's just jealous of you.
I want to be the leader. I'm like, can you shut up? This is my game. Okay?
Yeah,
you're just along the ride. You look at it.
You're just a character in my story.
There's a guy who does boxing. I forget Santo.
Akihiko.
Akihito.
Akihiko.
Whatever the fuck. And I'm just like, oh, bye Junpei. And then throughout the story, he's all like, I just want to be the leader. And I'm just like, shut the fuck up.
Well, do you know his backstory yet?
Junpei?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. The only thing I like about this game compared to the other two games, he just got
to the point where he met the shy girl, or well, they're kind of like
the shy girl.
She's a villain.
Not the student council girl, right? The redhead.
No, the redhead. Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that's like all miserable and like, oh, I cut myself.
Yeah. That's what I like about Persona 3 more than Persona 4 and 5. The story is a lot more personal.
Yeah.
It's a lot darker.
Yeah.
And it's just very serious. It's a very serious story about death.
Yeah, I do think, however, the like bright visuals sometimes take away from it. You know, like it's a little too clean and stuff where like I know it's the jankiness of the PlayStation 2 graphics and stuff, but like it has more of an atmospheric like like even the Persona scene like the original version like a lot better.
I did not like that they did it in 3D.
In
they used 3D models, yeah. And
you don't
Persona
like
No. I did not like that they did it that scene where he unlocks his persona.
Oh, in the 3D model. Yeah, no, 3D. I didn't like that at all.
Like Persona 4 and Persona 5 show it
in the anime style.
And it works so
well.
Yeah. Like it's fine for the rest of the cast because to do that for everyone is a lot.
Yeah. And even the anime cutscenes in this, like the hand-drawn anime cutscenes in this, like and all of them are pretty cheap.
Yeah.
They're never like, oh my god, this looks spectacular. Like mostly the 3D model stuff is for that, but like for scenes like that, like I feel like the 2D animation helps out quite a bit. It just feels random sometimes when they switch to the anime animation.
Like in Personas 4 and 5, they have it to a T, where like in Persona 5 they show a lot of like the cute moments with the team and like 2D.
Yeah.
Or when you're meeting new characters in the cast that are important. Like Yusuke's introduction in Persona 5 is a hand-drawn scene. Whereas none of the fucking characters.
There's actually a lot less in Persona 3, but they still kind of throw me off. Like, because even in like Persona 5, like there's that whole scene. Oh wait, no, maybe that is in 3D where the coach is like egging on into his car.
No, that's in 2D.
That is in 2D. Yeah, so even stuff like that, like
so I'm saying there's a lot
more,
I think
whereas Persona 3 it's very
I think with Persona 3 they really wanted to focus on like look at how much this looks like Persona 5.
Yeah.
Like we made one of
and
people like Persona 3 a lot. Like actual Persona fans like 3 a lot more than 4 and 5.
Yeah.
Because while we are both saying we don't like the cast,
no, I like the cast. It's just they're not as good.
It's not as good. Once we get into like hour 70 and 80, where we're learning rapid pace everyone's fucking story.
Yeah. Like I'm learning
people like Persona 3 for that reason.
The bow and arrow chick. What's her name?
Yeah, Yukari.
Yeah, like I'm getting into her backstory now. I'm like, oh shit, I really like this. This is dark.
Yeah,
and cool.
it's all of them are like that, which is awesome. All of them are like that.
Yeah,
and it's fantastic. And that's why and Persona 3 is good with that. Yeah,
I think that's her name.
Fuka. Yeah, Fuka. I don't know.
Where she's like a terrible cook or whatever. It's good.
And like, whereas with Personas 4 and 5, like the teams mesh really well, especially at the beginning, because like I think what you were saying before, where you don't work on the social links, which is why I think the Persona games are mostly about the social links, whereas like Shin Megami Tensei is about the game.
Yeah.
And that's where you get, for me, that's where I get a lot of my
like I maxed
my appreciation and love for these games.
Yeah, I maxed all my social stats. Like there's sixes all around.
Yeah, and now you can like do whatever you just ace everything.
Yeah. So like I don't really have to focus on like
grinding
stuff. Like
you don't have to go to the arcade. You could start focusing on like going to different social links you want to complete.
Yeah.
But like that's the thing, like with the social links for the main cast, what makes me like especially like for me, my favorite character is Kanji in all of Persona. He's I'll show you who Kanji is. He's fucking awesome. And Kanji P4.
Oh yeah, he's like
this is Kanji.
Homosexual.
Yeah, yeah. He's like
I like can't romance him. They gotta change that in their remake.
They gotta fix that in all these fucking games.
Well, even in Persona,
make me gay. I want to be gay in these games.
In Persona 2, they had a gay relationship. You could be bisexual in that one, but in the rest of them you can't.
Like Kanji is such a good fucking character,
dude. She's
Mitsuru.
Dude, I would let her step all over.
You need
wait, live action. Don't Dude, she's so perfect.
And yet you chose the other woman.
I did. I like Yuko though. She's so sweet.
Get fucked. You chose the other person.
You'll never. I might choose her. I don't know.
I might still date her.
I'm already in on it though. I'm like, I just hope I don't get caught.
Oh my! Wait! You did both?
No, not yet. But like,
you're going to.
I'm considering it.
Maybe. I would never.
I did that for my first run in Persona 5. I did the school teacher and the nurse at the same time. I'm like, I couldn't decide.
I couldn't decide.
They should give you an option where you can opt out of the romance, you know, and just be like, hey, can we be friends? So you can date enough. Because it's not fair. I'm so Scott Pilgrim right now. Like it's not even
also, I think
I'm Scott Pilgrim in this game.
I know you're Scott Pilgrim. I know that
and not in a good way.
I know that
yeah.
Why am I blanking? I know that you didn't really play Persona 4.
No.
But the Persona 4 protagonist is so much cooler than both P5 and P3.
P3's not really that cool. He's just kind of like
he's just quiet. He's just quiet.
Yeah. Whereas like Persona 5 had main character had a little bit more personality.
I was like, he's either I don't give a fuck.
Toast.
He's either I don't give a fuck or is really nice.
Yeah.
Whereas P4, let me pull him up. P4 Persona 4. Let's just go here. Protagonist P4U. Dude, he's such a badass. He's so fucking cool.
Yeah, you know what I did though? You're gonna make fun of me for doing this. So I paid extra money. Just to get the Persona 5 and Persona 4 outfits.
Did you also get the characters or the personas?
Yeah, I haven't used any of them though.
Yeah, don't use if you really think the game's easy. If you use Santanala, the game's pretty much it's over. For all of them because he's like null to everything. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I haven't summoned. No, I did. I summoned one of them, the motorcycle one from P5, but that was later on where I wanted to do a good combination.
Also, I think Yosuke is. I can't wait. We're doing a Persona tier list next week. Because I want to talk. Oh no, we can't because we're watching Madam Web.
Dude.
2 weeks from now, we're doing a Persona. We're doing a Persona tier list.
If nothing's going on, then a Persona tier list. For sure.
Because the thing is, like, dude, the characters in Persona 4. That's why I'm saying like it's supposed to be talking about Persona 3. But the problem is with me, like Persona 3, it's grabbing me just like Persona 5 did. But I haven't got there yet. You know what I mean? I haven't gotten to where I was with Persona 4 and 5, where I was like, these are my friends.
These are my brothers.
Like Junpei, like I was saying, is like a fucking bitch. Like he was like he was
after
complaining.
the beach episode or the beach
The beach scene.
beach scene, like you grow a lot more attached. But that's like hour 20 something.
Damn.
Yeah. At least for me. Because there's
Because I'm already 7 hours in.
There's this one really funny interaction where Junpei and Akihiko are just like, let's go hit on some girls.
Oh, the girl,
dude, so fucking funny.
Do you remember do you know the original scene?
No.
So where in this scene it's like just a crazy cult lady, right? In the original game, it's a transgender person. Change it. Yeah. They're like, ew, it's gross. Is that a mustache? And it's like, and they're like, oh, they're talking down transgender people.
That's my topic. Where is that in the remake?
I'm Ben Shapiro, and where is that in?
Apparently, I've heard that this game is going to get a DLC.
Yeah, for their answer. Yeah, because because the original remake had the answer.
Yeah,
and and you play as Aegis in that one.
Mm-hmm. That's Persona Portable.
No, Persona Portable gives you the fucking
is that
MC
FES?
No.
There's like 5 different Persona 3
because it's a Persona's fans' favorite Persona.
Mm-hmm.
So they've remade it a lot.
There's FES.
Yeah, there's FES. That one.
Does that have the answer in there?
I think that's the answer. That has the answer.
I have that on PlayStation too. I never completed it though.
Let's see, just to be 100% sure, because P3P is just on the PSP, and that includes, FES is the original, like remake,
mm-hmm.
and they added the inclusion of an epilogue for Aegis.
Mm-hmm.
And then P3 Portable includes the second ever female protagonist.
Mm-hmm.
And then now there's Reload, which would have been nice if they brought back.
Yeah, there has been recent news of upcoming DLC based on. Okay, yeah. So the answer is going to be. All right.
Like,
I mean, I don't know how I feel about that.
It would have been nice to have the female protagonist. Like, I want that for the games. It would be so nice.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it is kind of like with the answer, they're going to add that as DLC. Well, I haven't reached the end.
Why don't you like that?
Because like Persona 5 Vanilla was a complete game and Royal was just a little extra, whereas like Answers, from what I know, is like, oh, there's actual like conclusions and characters are concluding and stuff like that. And it's like, well, I want a full narrative in my game. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, it came out. When did this came out? In 2007. And then the original one came out in.
But they should just include the answer, and they can't. Again, I haven't completed the game. This has just been rumors and stuff like that, and I'm assuming the rumors are from people who have completed the game. This could all be horseshit. But I want a complete narrative in my $70 game, and not be like, oh, you gotta buy some $40 DLC now. You want the it's like, you know, Akira's Wrath, that whole controversy, where like the game was like complete, but they were like, but we'll take out the last episode and just add it as DLC. Like that's what it kind of feels like. And they'll Atlas is a motherfucker. They will charge you. It'll be like, you're paying $50.
Yeah,
this.
Isn't those skins you bought like a shit ton of money?
No, not too much. It was only like, well, I bought the base game first, and then a week after, I was like, all right, I'll call off $23. It
did a little more than just add the epilogue. Cause
it did. That's what I mean. It added.
It's an epilogue, so it's a little different. It's not.
So that's what I mean. It's like, but it's still a conclusion to a story that you didn't get, because now maybe they're gonna add it as DLC. And I could be totally wrong. But.
No, I feel like I know. I totally get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Because it would have been nice if it was like in a similar vein to Royal or Golden, where they just had the extra content,
a little bit of extra.
They just had the extra content in the game instead of making a DLC. Like for this, they should have just had all of it.
Yes,
they should have had all.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
like you're right about that. They should have just had all of it because the DLC is obviously
Get
like
this fucking
definitely is important.
That's my boy right there.
Akihiko's a baller.
Yeah. Man. Oh, so is her. They're my main team, and then also I also swap out the dog with well, I don't want to get into spoilers, but yeah. If you know, you know. Yeah.
Good night, sweet prince.
The little kid annoys the shit out of me. I mean, I figured out his backstory, so now I know.
Yeah,
what his shit is, but he's so fucking annoying, dude. I hate him. Ken, that's God, he fucking infuriates me. He's like, you killed my mama. It's like, are you fucking shut the fuck up, asshole. Fuck, you're the reason, dick.
He's 10.
I don't give a shit.
He's a 10-year-old.
And then the character, I won't say just in case, but the character is just like, yeah, don't be like me. Like, you know, I'm a piece of shit. And
who is the dog?
No, you know who I'm talking about.
Was it?
No, I'm not.
Fuka?
Yeah, she's like,
don't be like me. I'm a piece of shit.
A shy little piece of shit.
I'm a terrible person.
I never even got to see. Never mind. I'm not gonna go in.
No, go for it.
No. But it's so funny because, like, wait, hold on. They call the boxing guy like so fit. He just kind of have average build. Like, so they're like, oh my god, look at your muscles. I'm like, you just kind of average. Like,
they do the same thing in Persona 5. I remember where, like, whenever you go see the doctor, she's like, how are you getting so fit? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
And yet you look like a scrawny, like skinny little kid. Yeah. It's like, he's not fit. Shut the fuck up.
Now she's fit.
The only actual guy who looks fit is fucking Shinjiro. He looks
and he's hunching half the time.
Yeah. Damn. And he's the reason why you gotta have fantasy in this game, bro.
I don't know if you remember Leon.
Why is he wearing a jacket?
Do you remember Leon? My friend
Yeah,
Leon?
yeah.
Dude, this is Leon's persona.
This is Leon's
but Japanese.
Persona. It's so funny.
Yeah. But the dog is really good.
He has dark moves.
Yeah, he has dark powers. It's awesome. He's so, and he has this ability where
like,
how does increases everyone's crit rate, and it's fucking sweet.
I
also have a big social. Well, I don't think it's technically a social link, but I spend a lot of time with the dog, and his side story is really sad and cool.
How does his persona come out? Like, how does he shoot himself in the head? Do they show how his persona comes out?
They've had to.
You don't know. You don't know.
They've had to. I remember because each one of them has like the major cutscene.
He doesn't know.
I don't remember. No.
He doesn't know.
He just kind of like. He kind of howls, and then that's how it happens. Whereas like everyone else, like fucking what's her face, the archer chick, just literally like points a gun at her head like this, like fucking persona. And even in the beginning, she's all like, I'm gonna do it. I can't be a coward. She's got like a gun to her head. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, this game's fucked up.
Yeah.
And this game is like the...
But like each way, kind of the way they commit suicide is kind of like within their character. Like the boxing guy, like he kind of like tilts it like this kind of thing. Just like how a politician would go out. Like, I'm going out, but in a classy way kind of thing. Whereas like, Yuko's just like, fucking pull the trigger, stare down the barrel, motherfucker.
Puts it in her mouth.
Yeah. I haven't seen one where they put it in the mouth. I don't know if that's a thing or not.
It's not.
Okay.
What does Aegis do? Does she like just put her hands to her head and she blows her brains out?
Like, she just kind of levitates. She just goes like that, I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm misremembering. That would be funny if she puts
her fingers to her head.
Like this. She kind of goes, so maybe that's...
She kills herself with her finger gun.
Well, she can't. She's not alive. She's not a living being. That's why she's the worst. I'm just saying that for any Persona 3 fans. This someone
Get ready, you're gonna play as her. You're gonna play as her. Don't forget.
In the DLC coming up.
And she'll for some reason have Jokers.
Yeah.
Jokers.
Dude, I swear to God, if they're like the answer, but you can't download it as DLC, you have to download the game again. I will fucking.
What do you mean?
I will commit real
Wait, what
Persona.
do you mean? What do you mean?
Like instead of like offering like the answer as a DLC, they just release Persona 3 Reloaded with the answers, and you can't like if you have the existing version of it. Like
no, that'd be so fucking stupid. That would be so dumb.
I would, but I could kind of see Atlas doing it.
No, they wouldn't do that.
They released FS3 like that. Like it's like, oh, you want the real ending?
That was years ago.
Yeah, I mean, true.
But
hopefully not.
Persona.
I
kill myself. Oh, Persona.
Marvel and DC are coming out with a new omnibus. I do have a reason.
I'm gonna be like my character in the game. Persona.
Beating up your boss, like we said. Do you see my persona? No. What are you talking about, Peter? Persona.
Well, where'd he get that gun? Someone get that gun out of his hand. Stand back. You don't want to. You don't want to be hurt by my persona.
If I ever take myself out and someone walks in, I'm not going to say goodbye, I love you. I'm just going to say persona. In Minecraft. Imagine his last words were persona. Oh, what a fucking weeb.
God.
Oh my god. My mom just spits on my grave. Fucking weeb.
Persona fucking blows your brains out.
I'm sure we're the first ones to make that joke.
That's how Kurt Cobain did it.
He's like, I don't know about this shit, but it's a game.
Hey man, I really like that P5, that P3. That shit's badass. Persona. Why you gonna have a shotgun? Just get a pistol.
Atlas gave him an advanced copy. He's like, this is the perfect game. There's nothing
else. Nothing else to live for.
Even though it's 1990 whatever, and the PlayStation 2 hasn't even come out. Like, I'm gonna blow my brain.
He knew.
Yeah.
He got an early copy of the game.
Yeah, it wasn't Courtney Cox after all.
Oh my god. Persona. All right. Well, guys, thank you all for watching our talk about Persona. We didn't really review it.
No.
Because like we're both. That's the problem with these games.
This is more of a first impressions.
That's the problem with these Persona games. You can't review it
traditionally
until because he has almost 40 hours in and he's nowhere near learning anything about some of the characters.
Yeah.
And
or
like
just learning about the main cast.
It's like I told you. It's like with Persona 1 or Persona 5. It's like 100-hour experience if you do everything.
Yeah.
And
cheat on every woman.
And the thing is, what makes these games better is when you play it again.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to worry about the grind of like doing like social skills. You could just focus on getting the social links up and learning about the characters and actually having a lot more of a fun time rather than fucking micromanaging.
You'll never see it coming.
Because like what makes Persona, because of me replaying Persona 5, like I have over like
so you beat Persona 4?
No, I am about. I could show you right now on my Steam where I'm at with Persona.
You're a little steamy boy.
Yeah, dude, I gotta take a shower after this.
Yeah, you do.
I have about 30 hours.
30 hours. Oh shit! So you're not even close.
I'm in July. Last I checked. I just finished Rise's not Social Link Dungeon.
Oh, Dungeon.
And that was 3 years ago.
I will say,
so I'll probably have to replay this game.
Just to cap off, the like bosses and stuff aren't that interesting. Like from a story perspective, like with Persona 4,
that's what I'm saying.
Has the whole
that's
thing.
Why
and Persona 5 especially, like the characters, the villains are literally based on real life Japanese politicians, artists. Like they're based on real life.
I think they
whereas like in Persona 3, it's like, oh no, a shadow has escaped. I think it like Persona 3 more so derived from,
which is crazy because like Personas 1 and 2 had a villain.
Yeah. There's not real. Well, there is kind of a villain, but you haven't met him yet.
Yeah, there's
in-game.
Kind of a villain, but it's people that take advantage of the fact that the dark hours.
Yeah, there's no actual like the shadows don't have like a, well, at least from what I know, have like a leader. or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, shit does happen. You don't know the actual ending of Persona 3, do you, right?
Or the answer. No, nothing.
No. Okay.
Yeah. Just know what I know so far.
Yeah, don't. Finish the game and then tell me what you think.
Also, the Persona 5 skins for who's the guy who always hunches like this in his pockets?
Shinjiro.
He's got the dark mask that kind of looks like Guts' armor.
Oh, you're talking about
when he does that blood rain thing where there's like a tear running down and it's like the berserk armor suit. I'm like, that's so fucking sick.
Who is that?
The one with the beanie on his head.
Shinjiro.
Yeah. He has the Persona 5 skin where it's like the berserk mask or whatever.
Oh, he's got Akihiko. He's not Akihiko. He's got Akechi's suit.
Yeah. It's like, oh, dude, it's so raw when you go through your trudge. You'll bump into it. I don't know if it was in the. It's like a super move, basically, that each character has that you built up a meter to.
It's probably in there.
And like it's so like there's like blood raining down on him, and it's like a blood tear, and he's like, wow, it's sick.
That might not be in the original game.
I don't think it is. I think it's a new feature. I think it's another way that Persona 3 is way easier than the original now.
What's the thing? I mean, Persona 5 is way easier than these games.
Yeah.
Than Persona 4 or... I struggled playing Persona 4.
Yeah.
Because, like I said...
Because there's no, like... They don't baby you, really. Whereas, like, with 5, they baby you a little bit.
5, they completely baby you. You get money when you win battles. That's babying.
3, they fucking baby you so much.
Reload, they're babying you.
Yeah, Reload.
Original 3, no, they did not.
No. Fucking, they had the... You didn't control every character. I can't imagine. I would just be so mad all the time. I'd be like, you think I hate Junpei now?
Imagine him keep using
he's like,
fucking...
Here's an item. I'm like, I didn't want that fucking item.
I don't want you to raise my defense. Fight! You're supposed to be fighting!
You're the heavy hitter right now. Until I change you out, inevitably.
Until I change you for literally anyone else.
You're replaceable to me.
Oh man, I'm pissed. I'm gonna go run and fight the first boss on my own.
Good,
idiot.
do it.
Good luck. Die.
Fucking die.
This game's about death.
Yeah.
Die, so I have something to feel.
He just got to the point in the game where he's like, maybe I don't want to live or something. I'm like, good.
Kill yourself, fucking loser.
I don't want to be the leader, so I want to kill myself. Fine.
That gun you want to use to put in your head, get a real one, pussy.
Your, what do they call it? The gun they use to transform.
Yeah, I don't know what it's
called. What if you just swap it? Whoop! Junpei's like, here I go. But it's a part of a brain where, like, he can still, like part of the head where he's still alive. He's like... Junpei, that was a real gun. You silly goose.
Yukari's freaking out, and you're just like,
the shadows are like, whoa.
The shadow's like, yo, we don't want to kill people.
And the main protagonist is just staring, not saying a word.
The main protagonist just goes like,
you'll never see it coming.
No, they're playing, why are we just like standing with our cocks out?
Anyways, that's the end of the stream.